Coming into Sunday, Ferrari's mission was simple: extend Sebastian Vettel's lead in the Drivers' Championship, and close the gap in the constructors' job done on both accounts. Their first 1-2 in Hungary since 2004. It was somewhat fitting that the race played out in a Schumacher-esque fashion, with it ending how it started. Vettel's lead protected by teammate Kimi Räikkönen throughout. No, it won't go down as one of the more entertaining races of the season, but perhaps we've been a bit spoiled by what the Hungaroring has offered in recent years. The lack of passing at the front more in line with what we should expect from the circuit, especially this year. Whether it was Räikkönen on Vettel, Hamilton on Räikkönen, or Verstappen on Bottas, they were always up against a lethal combination of high heat and turbulent air, a surefire way to stymie the racing. That said, if there's one major thing to take away from this race, it's that the nature of the title fight remains essentially unchanged. Obviously, the 1-2 is going to provide a boost for Ferrari, but Mercedes can take solace in the pace Lewis Hamilton was able to extract on what was undoubtedly a favorable track for the Scuderia. By all means, Ferrari enter the summer break on a high, but they'll do it looking over their shoulder. Verstappen's mistake proves costly for Ricciardo. Speaking to Dutch broadcaster Ziggo Sport a few days ago, Daniel Ricciardo admitted he considered Max Verstappen a little brother. If that's the case, he might be delivering a bit of brotherly discipline after Sunday. Sending Ricciardo out with an ill-timed lockup on their first run into turn 2. Verstappen was clearly not in his teammates' good books, known for his happy-go-lucky attitude. Ricciardo's response afterwards was essentially his equivalent of a Vettel rage out, giving the Dutchman the finger as he left the track, and insinuating Verstappen was being a sore loser, having lost out to his teammate. Ricciardo also gave Max Verstappen the finger the lap after he retired. #F1pick.twitter.com/conchtruth. Rob Van Gameren @RobVanGameren, July 30, 2017. For his part, Verstappen didn't hesitate to apologize, but it remains very interesting how quickly things turned for Ricciardo. Some part of it has to be attributed to being in the heat of the moment, but they are widely regarded as having one of the best teammate relationships on the grid. Yet Ricciardo went straight to assuming the worst of the teenager. Thankfully they've got 3 weeks to patch things over, but it does make you wonder how friendly they really are, and what happens if/when the championship stakes are heightened. Quick hits.